Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is HT's dad and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Just a little bit of progress on the Bambus fusion and then we'll do our um, ancient shard pulls for the champion chase event, which is going on. Of course, it's not there. I always click on the wrong thing first. It's a rule. Um, if you can see, if I go into the champion chase event here. Um, Not pulled any shards, maybe a few greens, but I had some champs put away and that I've been waiting to pull, and I also fused two of the fusion epics, which was worth 500 points. So um, kind of walk you through that. If I go into the portal here, go to my fragment summons, you can see I've still got a fair number of them stacked up over here. Um, but the two that I pulled for a very specific reason. The first of those being Mithrala. I had gotten enough fragments for her, probably, I don't know, maybe 3, 4 weeks ago. Um, Considered pulling her during the last CBC, but I decided that I had enough points for that particular thing, and I also had enough projects that I was working on with, which I'm still working on with Emek and Sun Wukong and several others that I'm still not completed with. I actually do have I think enough books to finish booking him out, so I'll do that during CBC. I think he exactly needs 6, if I remember correctly. 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. Um, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start working on some form of unkillable clan boss comp with him. Hopefully, be able to do at least a 2 key, if not a 1 key. 1 key would obviously be awesome, but I don't know if I'll get there. Um, Even though this count is pretty old, it still struggles a little bit in gear sometimes with speed and different things. So we'll see what happens. Buy these up real quick. Um, and as I said, so I pulled Emek, or not Emek, I pulled Mithrala. Actually, I fused these 2 pan. Um, whoops. I have the 2 pans fused. I had enough of the rares to go ahead and do that. Um, you can see for the rares, I'm down to 2 of the force, and I just picked up the spirit from the arena tournament or the arena event, whatever it is. This classic arena takedown is probably the easiest event of of these type of fusions. Basically, I think I did the math. You have to do, what is it, 6, 12, 18, 20, 30 arena matches, and I think that gets you to the 390 points, if I remember correctly. And you have 3 or 4 days to do that, so pretty simple there. Chase. I would like to go up here and grab at least one of these books, but I don't think that's going to happen unless I get really lucky on the shard pulls here in a minute. But I guess we'll leave that to fate. But you know, if I get just enough to pull her, I will stop at that point. Because again, there's always the next fusion to think about, right? Um, who else did I pull? All right, let's go back down here. And the other champion that I pulled that I had um, stored away, well, actually, let's go look at the index, because she was not Silver Launcher, she was a Shadowkin, and it was Taya, who was a um, Doom Tower fragment champion. Um, and because both Mithrala and Taya are void. Taya was actually worth 350 points, and Mithrala was worth, what, 650, I think, if I remember correctly. So, again, nice little bonus points for them being void. I didn't even consider that when I knew that those were the two that I was going to pull. So, those two, the two epics for the fusion that I fused, and that put us, again, I think we need to get like 2,000 points, is that right? So I need 3650, I am at 1544, so I need just over 2,000, 2,100 points. And that's sort of where we're at, so let's go over here and do what we're going to do. Got 128, I'd really like to, 40 would be ideal. I don't know if that'll get us there or close, but only one way to find out, right? And you can see I'm really hurting on silver because I just finished up the second Artifact Enhancement, which are, again, those just absolutely ridiculous. The amount of silver that it takes to complete one of those, and the dungeon divers are ridiculous as well. I mean, just the energy and silver requirements for those two events, just something's got to happen there, Plarium. I mean, give me a break. Well, I got space for 28, so let's see what we get here in our first two pulls, and I'll have to make some room. Oh, gold right away. Elagaius, I literally know nothing about that champion at all. Interesting. Crazy gold right out of the box. Did not anticipate that happening, but would have been nice pulling epic on that 10 pull as well, but we didn't, so got here. Not all blue, please. Okay, that's, oh, okay. Giscard is definitely a double. I think Barath the Bloodsoaked, I believe, is new. I guess I'm going to have to, let's see, where did that put us? $27.14, so still 1,000 off, which we anticipated pulling around 40. So clean these up real quick. Elagaius is new. Block active, block buffs. Again, don't really know anything about. I'll definitely have to do some investigation there. I guess Broth was not new. All right. Anyway, don't want to make this video too long, which throw her in there. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't have a ton of just food champions in here to begin with. It's crazy that I have, 400 slots and it's full. I think that it's another thing that Plarium needs to do is oh wait, I guess I looked at that wrong, because I have plenty of space right now to do another 2 more 10 pops. So, all right, so we need 1,000 points. Let's see what the fates have in store for us. That's a good start. Excellent. All right, I think Sakara's new. I'm not. Tanix is a copy, obviously. Seneschal, I'm not sure. All right, should be our last one here, unless we absolutely crap out. I had to say it, didn't I? Oh, there we go. Kalia copy as well. That should get us to where we need to be. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, I'm at 38.74. We'll see what happens. I might be able to fuse another champion, and obviously I've just picked up the Void, so I think I would. There's one other champion that I'd be able to fuse the third epic, which would be 250 points, and maybe I'll pull green shards to get that legendary book. I mean, I'll be close enough at that point that it might be worth it. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, Fire Knight. I'm just making sure that I'm where I need to be on all these. I triple and quadruple check everything because I've seen way too many content creators get to the point where they're like, I'm good to go, and then all of a sudden they realize that they missed one of the events. It happens. Sakara was new. With those other epics that I pulled, I should be able to, maybe add to some faction guardians, which is always useful. Anyway, well, there you go. Biggest add is obviously Elegaius. Don't know a lot about him. Again, what's he do? Block active skills on the A1. Chance increased by 0.75% for every 1% of HP this champion loses. Okay, so lower HP's got a better chance to block their active skills on the A1. Got it. He puts a 1 in a single target. All right, feels like this guy might be old school. Attacks all enemies, 75% chance of removing 2 random buffs. Chance of decreasing all enemies' turn meter by 20%. Decreasing enemy turn meter by 40% for each removed buff. So could reduce their turn meter, everybody's turn meter by 40%. Technically, I guess it can also books up to 100% chance to do that. It's interesting. What's his passive? Prevents this champion's death and keeps them alive on 1 HP when hit by a fatal hit. If this skill prevents the shield, heals them by 30%. Max HP, fills turn meter to 30%. Place a shield, 30% for 2 turns. Will not prevent this. Okay, fair enough. He's kind of interesting. I think I've, I'm pretty well stacked in Undead Hordes, so I don't know how much it really helps me out, but new Lego's a new Lego. Anyway, good luck if you guys are pulling on your accounts. I will be doing a second video probably tomorrow on the junior account, and we'll see what that gains us. But anyway, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment on the video. Let us know what we're doing right, what we could do better, ideas for videos, any of that type of stuff. Appreciate it. And with that, have a good night. Thanks.